Are you sure you've not had any chocolate cake?
No, I didn't have cake.
Oh, you didn't?
Okay, you gotta admit, it's kinda cute. But why are these kids so bad at lying? What's going on in their heads when they say they didn't eat that cake, even though it's all over their face? Well, kids are bad at lying at this age because they lack something called theory of mind. Theory of mind is basically the ability to understand what knowledge other people have. In other words, it's the ability to understand someone else's point of view. So for example, let's imagine there's a child watching a cat play on the kitchen counter. And you know cats, they're always causing some kind of trouble. The cat pushes some car keys off the counter and they fall into the trash can. The child sees this happen. When mom or dad comes into the room and they can't find the keys, this is confusing to the kid because they know where the keys are. They don't understand that other people are operating with different information than they are. Okay, but this still begs the question, why don't kids have theory of mind to begin with? Well, it's because their brains haven't finished wiring together the necessary regions to gain this capability. To develop theory of mind, your brain needs to grow a neural cable called the arcuate fascicle. This strip of white matter connects the temporal parietal junction with the ventrolateral prefrontal cortex. Okay, now let's translate that into English. The temporal parietal junction is the part of the brain that enables you to understand other people's perspectives, while the ventrolateral prefrontal cortex is a decision-making machine that is able then to use this new information about other people's perspectives to make even better decisions. And this piece of connective tissue will usually develop between the ages of 3 and 4. And that explains why these young kids are so bad at lying. But how do we adults use this ability? Let's imagine for a second that you don't have an arcuate fascicle, and therefore no theory of mind. Uh-oh, here comes Brad from accounting. He's telling you about how he lost a sock this weekend, and he spent the whole weekend looking for it. You think to yourself, this is a boring story. And because you don't have theory of mind, you tell Brad how boring it is. And now he feels bad. All right, now let's replay this scenario with theory of mind. Here comes Brad, and his story is just as boring this time. But because you have theory of mind, you go for the more diplomatic response. Wow, that's crazy.